you're in your 20s and wondering why you're still broke, or maybe you're broke, it might not even be bad luck.
You want to copy somebody that is faking it without even knowing. How can you be a young girl, you're fighting for your future, and you're like, my boyfriend have said that I should not work? Like how? If a man actually even loves you, he will want you to work. It will be Dangote will say he's the richest. Has he ever come and tell you or tell you come and subscribe here and invest $10 and receive $5 every month? And have you ever heard something like that? I might be telling myself, hey, I have a secret right now that maybe they taught me how to make this money. What I need is capital. What can I do? Should I sell the family land? Should I sell my car? Should I sell my brother's car? Should I sell my sister's something? Should I sell my brother's this and use the money and invest because it will come back more? No, that's scam.
Hello and welcome to the Real Life Show. I'm your host, Amos Bermo, and with us we have Casey Official. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
So let's get quick into it. What do you think are some of these mistakes that youth make when it concerns money?
Okay, there are a lot of mistakes. So when we're talking about mistakes, there are even uncountable mistakes that we the youths we mostly make. But at times, I'll say for the first point I'll give it is excessive spending. At times, we the youths, most of us, we rent houses that are very expensive just to show that I am renting an expensive house. In 2 or 3 years' time, will you be able to continue paying that house? Most at times, people even pay expensive houses and not people who even have regular jobs that actually pay them daily. You understand? There are people who actually do things we know what they do. You understand? So you pay, maybe people, I know people who pay house of 250,000 a month, but they are not having a concrete job or an investment. All they rely on is maybe online. People, the things they do online and all that, which is not sure that it will last like that. So that's one of the mistakes most of us, the youths, we carry.
What have you ever made any major error when it concerns money that you think that left you broke at a particular point in time?
Yeah. A lot of like mistakes. A lot. Kind of like one thing I'll say it's about being a husband at a boyfriend stage. Actually, living like a family man when you are not yet there. Struggling to actually be a parent or struggling to be like a good man, follow the good steps. Meanwhile, it was not yet time for that. You know, when you live like a family man, you don't displace yourself anyhow. You don't go to places. They have parties here, you don't attend. They have meetings here, you don't even attend. You avoid some type of places. Meanwhile, that's where you can actually get serious opportunities to make it in life. Because people can sit somewhere and be discussing business. You are not there. Someone might have an idea to invest in something, but you are not there simply because you want to be home early. Meanwhile, you are still young. Meanwhile, all those opportunities you need to present yourself there. Because at times you are not there. You should be thinking maybe you are elsewhere. Meanwhile, when you are alone in life, you fight and you knock a lot of doors. You don't know which door will open. There are some doors which will open. Meanwhile, there are other girls who open you doors, and there are other maybe men who open you doors as a woman. You understand? So at times you need to be single when you are looking for maybe your path in life. So that you
does this apply to male and female?
Yes, it's not just about me. It applies to male and female. Because even females, like you see a young girl who is like 2019, she go and be stuck somewhere. I cannot walk. My brother does not want me to walk. I think you have heard of something like that before. I cannot do this. My brother doesn't want me to do it. I come back at 7 p.m. My brother said, no, I should stay at home. He will take care of me. So many women has gone through this. And how can you be a young girl, you're fighting for your future, and you're like, my boyfriend have said that I should not walk? Like how? If a man actually even loves you, he will want you to walk. You understand? Yes. If a man loves you, he wants you to walk. But now they are in a stage of they are jealous. Another man will talk to them. You are limiting her. Tomorrow she'll be like, I wasted so many years being on one spot. I could not do this because you did not permit me to. So if you're at that age of finding yourself, if you can be alone, the better.
So your advice is everybody should stay single?
No, that's not my advice. My advice is when you are still finding your path, it's not like you should stay single, but act like somebody that is actually single. Yeah. When you see an opportunity, you go for it. When you meet opportunities, there are places you will meet important people. There are places or there are ideas your sisters or your friends will discuss. But if you are not there, you won't hear them. You understand? Even at work, there are times your employer will tell you, we need a manager, we need to increase some. But now your boyfriend is like, he doesn't want you to work. How will they increase your post? You can be a servant. Okay, let's take for a credit union. I know people who have been daily collectors in credit unions, but now they are managers of serious branches when it comes to credit unions. A lot of them, let me not call names here, but I know a lot of people who are managers in credit unions. Meanwhile, they started as daily collectors. Imagine you as a man or a boy or a woman, you are collecting a daily, and your husband is like, or your boyfriend, not the husband, is like, I don't want you to work. How will you reach where you're going to when you don't want to start somewhere? You understand? So you need to knock doors. You don't know the door that will open. We're in Africa. We don't really make plans. I don't intend being a businessman. So it's the path. It's my way. I actually found my way actually being lost. So that's just how life is. You knock a lot of doors. You don't know the one that will favor you. Don't just go and be based, especially when you are still finding yourself. But now when you find yourself as a youth, you now focus. You now stay on that lane. You grind on the lane because you know this is what I am here for. So that's just it.
Do you think social media makes people feel like? Do you think social media influences the way people feel about their finance?
Yeah, a lot. It affects a lot. Okay, let me use for instance. I know people who go to guest houses every week. They save little money to go to guest houses and make just videos there. That's not where they sleep. They have where they sleep. Meanwhile, they will never post where they live simply because they are ashamed. Simply because they want to match up the expectations of the society. Meanwhile, they will say, okay, I have a friend who lives in this house. Let me go to this guest house and shoot this video. Let me go. So by doing that, you are creating an impression where you have, meanwhile you don't. Now your mate that does not also have want to imitate that or want to match up with you. Therefore, you will make a lot of mistakes by doing that because he wants to copy from somebody who is faking it. Not even knowing that person is faking it. Yes, you want to copy somebody that is faking it without even knowing. And so one thing I would say is look up to the right people. Look up to the right people.
Now, people are also fond of chasing quick money. Like this Ponzi schemes that come up, you put money, you expect a percentage at the end of the month. I feel like that also somehow keeps broke people broke because there's desperation in looking for money.
Yeah.
And when you are young, I mean, you're seeing your age mates flexing, doing what you feel like you should have also been doing. You want to be like them. You want to find yourself there.
Yeah, I understand.
Trying to get there quicker than you should now.
What I can actually see concerning this part of maybe giving money somewhere in a platform and all that, one thing I will tell you is there is no platform, you understand, that will take your money and tell you they'll be giving you a percentage every month for a length of time. That's a scam. Nobody needs to tell you that's a scam. Wait, let me ask you a question. You think if I have a platform where I can actually put money inside and it yields me a very huge amount of money with time, you understand, I'll just go to a bank and provide it to a bank manager, we discuss, and he gives me a heavy loan. You understand? He gives me, I deposit inside and we just do the business together. Meanwhile, I know that it's short, but meanwhile, let me just tell you something. A lot of people think you can use small money and make big money online now. And the past attempts through these social media influencers, especially Nigerians, they are the ones really into it. Where they'll tell you go and invest this amount of dollars every month, they'll do this. That's a scam. Nobody should come and tell you things like that. That's why I'm saying that the youths are looking where they are not supposed to look. Those things are fishy. See, it will be very difficult for me to really have something that is giving me money and I come and disclose it to the public. It will be very difficult. I mean, it will be. Dangote will say he is the richest. Has he ever come and tell you, or tell the youth, come and subscribe here and invest $10 and receive $5 every month? And have you ever heard something like that? No. Why? Because they are doing what we are seeing, like it's real, but we don't have the patience to start from small. We just want to get up one morning, and that's why at times you will hear the talk of money rituals and all that. Me, my personal opinion, I even think all these money ritual things, it's not real. I mean, it's not real. If it was real, nobody would be existing right now. If they come and say bring one person and they'll even give you 10 million is too much. Let's just say 2 million francs. They can bring. You think you will not sell me? You not go and sell me? Even if you don't sell me, you sell someone else. So it's not real. All those things is not real. Those are little things some people use to maybe think, like, for you to be scared of them. For example, the taste have been young man. You feel so you fit for me anyhow. You feel you not fit. Actually, you cannot. So some rich men actually would like when they label them like ritualist. Yeah. When you label them as ritualists, you are scared of them. There's some things you cannot do to them because you are already scared.
Or even approaching them.
Yes, you are already scared of them. Meanwhile, if you go deep down and say, but what are they actually doing that gives them that money? You see that they're having businesses under their names. Have you ever seen a billionaire that will tell you he's not doing anything and has money? No, you understand? There will always be something that actually gives you money. There's something that actually gives me money. That if I don't tell you, you will not know.
You have said something that I always find interesting. Because, like you mentioned Dangote. When have we ever seen Dangote come out and say, I'm preparing classes to make Nigerians billionaires? Pay 500,000 francs each.
Nah, exactly.
You've never heard a billionaire come out and say something like that. So I don't understand why people who are still trying to find ends meet in life, you manage to make a small amount. Instead of you trying to double up on that amount, you take it and go and give to somebody who you cannot confidently say this person is who he is. You want to learn something from him, of which you don't even know what it is that he is doing, because he has come out and shown you a few whatsoever on his screen. Yeah, and then you feel like no, let me take this my small savings and
I understand. There's even a video I made of recent. Then I was saying, do not borrow money to do trading, to do forex, to do gambling in general, because all those things it's gambling. Anything you're not sure or something you just predict and pray, that's just gambling. You understand? All those things, it's gambling.
And
so
people don't agree that they are gambling.
No, it's gambling now. It's just a game of luck. It's a game of luck. Meanwhile, you can strategize. Okay, let's take Paris foot for example. There are some guys, they have done the Paris foot for a very long time until they know that this match Cristiano Ronaldo must score 2 goals. It's still exactly. It's still gambling. He's just speculating and hoping. So I was making that video and I said, do not borrow money and speculate on, like for example, these betting platforms or like forex, for example. Do not. I will still say it. Do not borrow money and invest in trading. Don't borrow. If it's your money, fine. And do not go and learn trading when you don't have money. It will push you to make a lot of mistakes. I might be telling myself, hey, I have a secret right now. Maybe they taught me how to make this money. What I need now is capital. What can I do? Should I sell the family land? Should I sell my car? Should I sell my brother's car? Should I sell my sister's something? Should I sell my brother's this and use the money and invest because it will come back more? No, that's scam.
You don't believe in the statement that people say, spend the money now, more will come later.
No, don't try that though. Have you ever been in need of just 1,000 francs and you don't even know who to call? Like you are like, I have over 5,000 contacts, but I don't even know someone I can call that please send me 1,000 francs. So you imagine I spent more. Where would more come from?
Sometimes I always feel like it's not even about not knowing who to call for 1,000 francs. Maybe people just feel ashamed to ask for help. Maybe because they already had and then they don't have again.
Well, I like the statement you have just made, because you're talking about maybe they had and they don't have again.
No.
Now, where comes the problem? When they had, what did they do with their money? That is the question you should be asking yourself. If you had before, or maybe you are having now, the things you're doing with your money are the things that will actually be there for you when you will be in need of anything. For example, there's some people who invest in their brothers and sisters. There's some people who invest in their relatives. Today, I know people who are in America that the whole family is just one person who traveled first, but the whole family is there, and now he's relaxing, and now she's relaxing. Why? Because the amount of people she has actually held their hands are so, they're even doing well more than the person, like the person who actually brought them. They're doing well more than. So when you have, what you do is check the next best available person beside you that is really closer to you. Make sure that person eats your money. Because tomorrow, if you're entering inside, I have brothers that if I enter their team, I say, send me 50,000. I will not say please. It's like now a right. Why? Because he knows why I'm saying, send me 50,000 today. I need it now. He'll just be like, maybe I don't have, or let me look for it. But he'll first of all look for a means to send it before he even ask me later that, okay, why did you even ask me 50K? You cannot be working and be eating at the same time. There's a quote I saw the other day online that touched me. Work and be devoted and be consistent for 5 years, you can be financially free for the rest of your life. But that very 5 years, if you enjoy and you play life in that 5 years, you can stay the 50 years of your life, the remaining 50 years of your life, broke and poor. So the advice I'll give now is, the people you actually eat your money with, right, when you are in need of money, call those people. You understand? Call the same people you have been eating your money with. I know people who call me when they need something, but I I just hear from someone say that boy don't gather bomb, that boy don't get money, that boy. I'm like, eh? Then in the next 1 month, they will be like, bro, please can you run me 5K? I'm like, you
gather money.
Yes, but you chop on the woo. That's the problem. So the people you eat your money with, call them when you are in it. Because if me I'm in need of money, or call people I'll be eating my money with. That's just how life is.
Now, there's also one thing that I feel like drags the youth back. Especially for men. Clubbing, spending money in clubs.
We are talking about clubbing, you're talking about clubs in general. I think of two sets of people: the stupid people and the intelligent ones. Who are the intelligent ones in clubs? Club owners. You already know who the stupid ones are. Let me ask you something. Let's just assume for a second that last night you went in a snack and you actually spent like 10 million francs there, right? What has changed on you right now? Nothing. Exactly. Some people think they need to prove point by doing those things. You know, they were about talking big man, big man. You don't need to prove a point to show that maybe you are there, because you just say I there, my place there. You don't need to prove points. Man will place even there. In a talk and say place there. You say a place there. I know people who actually save money to club. They save money and they actually have meetings. They have meetings where they gather money to go clubbing every month end or every weekend. Can you imagine youths? It's not even like we're talking about people like made men already. Youths, they have meetings where they gather their money to go and spend in the club. We also have mates like them, like at their age, who are saving money to start up a business, starting up a trade, no matter how small it is. Even if your business lasts just 6 months, what you know or your next move will be better than someone who has never even tried anything before. So as a youth, you need to be very careful. It's funny now because I'm still strong. It's funny now because you are also strong. But in the next 15 years, if maybe at my age I could dry clean this floor for you to pay me, do you think in the next 15 years I can still do that? I cannot. I've crossed the age where I was supposed to do that. But now you will still see people who are 35, 40 looking for jobs where they even pay 50K. Why? Because they did not know that age will catch them one day. You start hearing things like, you are 35, you are 40, you need to be married, you are like, if I'm a married woman, you go chop waiting for my ass. Why? Because you did not plan. Life is about planning. Everybody don't have the same life. I'm not saying that everybody has the same life. It's just like, just plan. Life is not lucky. Life is just lucky when it comes to relationship. But when it comes to your finance, your future, it's not something you say it's lucky. It's not lucky. You plan your life. Let's assume I'm having 1,000 francs right now. Then you are like, hey bro, let's go and have a drink somewhere. You are paying for the drinks. But me, I'll be like, no, I just have 1,000 francs. I can't just go and sit. And you buy, and I don't buy. Someone will be like, okay, let's go together. At least I have 1K. We can buy 2 manyang and share. Yeah. Also, when you buy, I also buy. But I'll walk on foot and go home. That's a very big financial mistake. But another person will be like, no, this 1K, let me just keep it. I heard maybe they are employing somewhere here and there. Let me use this 1K and go there and check for a job. I know people who have jobs today simply because they just say, let me just go and check.
You are able to resist.
Even, I'm talking about somebody that we're together last night. Mm-hmm. He explained to me how he got his job. He's working at the Simaleng airport. He explained to me how he got the job. I was shocked. Just because he was at the right place at the right time. Life is about planning. It's not luck. You waiting, guess, maybe not luck. You waiting, maybe not luck. But if you are a genuine person, nowadays to meet a genuine person is very difficult. Everybody's cunning. Another mistake when it comes to with the youth, when it comes to investment or finance, is not to be credible. Let me just give you some few examples to understand how credible, like how credibility means. Yeah. Okay, you can maybe be in your quarter, you need just maybe a day you don't have anything, you just need to eat, maybe it's just a bread and something inside. You go to the store and you tell the guy, well, I don't have anything, please just charge me something for 200 francs there. He'll make it and you'll be like, I'll give you in the evening. In the evening you don't give, the next day you don't give, after 3 days maybe you come and give. You think if you come again that you need something, you think that guy will still give you something on credit. That's just an example of making you to understand that with the youth we are not credible. I know a lot of people, if you give them just 1,000 francs, that okay, just give me the evening, they will never give it back. You understand? Now when it comes to the business part, when we are talking about credibility, when you collect money from someone, that you have to give it back. On that date, give it back. Or even make sure before you give it back, before the date. If you know you have to give someone something, give it back on a Monday. Make sure on a Saturday or on a Sunday you bring it back. You understand? The person will be like, this is nice. I know people, if they call me today, they need something, that they are going to give it back to me maybe on Monday. Today, Saturday, I will give it to them. You can give it to them today. Tomorrow morning, they are by your doorsteps, like, take back what you gave to me. Thank you very much. That's been incredible. Now, when you want to invest in your business, you go and meet someone who knows you, who knows your heart, who knows how you do your things, and you place your problem to them. Because we are kids, we don't have mothers, we don't have fathers who can say, take this 5 million, take this 10 million. So we need to build from scratch. Building from scratch starts from being credible. If you are not credible, it will be very difficult for you to go far in life. You know, when you need something, you need like maybe let's say 100K to do something with this weekend. We are calling everybody saying no, they don't have. They have. They don't just want to give you. Exactly, they have, but they know that if they give you won't give it back. Now, when you're credible, people will be begging you like, you need something. I have a friend. Shout out to Mr. Nwe. I have a friend. He will be the one when he will be like, bro, do you need money? Yeah. You need. I can be there for you. If you need something, I should come and give you. That's because he knows me. When you are credible, people will come after you with money. Even banks have a lot of money to give out. But now, are you credible? That's the problem. So working on your credibility is the first step in becoming a rich man. That's what I will tell the youth. If you are watching this, being credible is the first step in becoming rich in future. Because if you are not credible, a lot of people won't do business with you. If you are not credible, a lot of people won't lend you money. And it's through lending of money that you build your own capital. As a kid who does not have a mother or a father,
People also lend money and go broke.
Yeah, exactly. Some people lend money and go broke. Those are some financial mistakes that they make too when you lend to the wrong person. How can you lend money maybe to someone that will tell you that he wants to go and gamble? How? That makes sense. You know your money he's going to use your money to gamble. It is it's a 50-50 something. Yeah. The money can go and not come back. It can go and not come back. But what you are lending money to somebody that is doing an activity that gives him maybe 100 francs a day. He plows it inside his business. He invests inside his business. If he was earning 100 francs, he can start earning 500 francs, and maybe inside the 500 francs, he can be giving you 300 francs. Now he is having 200 francs for himself while paying your 300 francs. So that's just one of the advantages of being credible.
What are the things that you avoid doing, like with money, especially when it comes to money? What are some of the
two things? There are two things involved: consistency and being disciplined.
I just want to know, like, what do you, like, when it comes to spending money? Yes. What do you avoid? What do you avoid doing with money that you think that can bring you down later on?
It falls under discipline. Now let me break down the word discipline as a youth. I know I don't need this thing, but I will still go ahead and purchase it. But now when you are disciplined, you tell yourself, yes, I know I want this thing, but I cannot afford it now. That's the meaning of being, you are disciplined. There are some places you never meet me there. Not that I don't like going there, but I am not supposed to be there. There are places, if someone tells you he has ever seen me there, that's a lie. I want to be there. I want to also go there, but I cannot. Why? Because I am disciplined. I have the money. The money is there. But now I am disciplined in such a way I know this money, the purpose for this money is to maybe do something very important with that my own child or my kids or my family will be like, yeah, this guy tried. I have to plan those things. You understand? So when you are discipline when it comes to youth is just, let me just say, you know when or where to actually do something. I know where you are not supposed to. I can bear you witness that in your phone. I think there is a girl that if she texts you now that she needs 50K, you can borrow 50K to send to that girl. And yes, we all have people like that. You understand? You have high esteem. Like usually, I cannot fail her. Let me not fail. No, I don't have. Someone has asked me one day, Casey, please for 5K. I said, well, you want to do it with the 5K? I wanted to buy a dress. I said, the money, I will not give. I have it, but I won't give. She said, well, why? I'm like, I have somebody right now who have not eaten since morning.
Who will do better
or use that money better than you. So at times, you need to have a good reason to even demand money. Demand money with a good reason. So that the person, I have friends that are even nurses, like nurses and all that. They can call me, please, I need 5K to, I wanted to do this in school, I wanted to do this at my workplace. They are using the money to do something that will yield something in future. There are some people, you don't spend on them because you are throwing your money away.
Now, if somebody is broke right now, somebody who has nothing is trying to get up there, what would you advise him to?
There is always, okay, let me give you my motto. There is always a way out. Hope is never lost, and there is always a way out. When I mean there is always a way out, you must have somebody beside you that is doing something. You must have a friend, or you must have a brother, or you must have a sister. Let's assume you don't have family members. Even in your area, you have people who sell, even in cafeterias. Start from there. Just go and be washing plates. Start from somewhere. There's always a way out. Hope is never lost. If I need 100, if I need 10 million francs now, I can raise it. It's not like I have a lot of people that, no, there is a way out for you to raise that money this night. It's because you have not been under the pressure to raise that money. If they're calling out that your mom has been kidnapped and she's in the bush, I bet you will raise 10 million this night. So pressure.
People are not determined.
Yes, pressure. The core figure. If you are under pressure, the figure will come.
People are not pressurized enough to get it.
Yeah,
to get what they want. They don't have that fire burning in them.
The fire is not there. Because right now, I bet you, I know people, they have friends who are hairdressers, all this. They don't want to go there because they want to be like, maybe that local place, I don't want to. No, start from there. You start from somewhere to go somewhere. You understand? You use what you have to obtain what you need. You have your hands right now. You can do something. Even if you have a friend that is having a barbing salon, go there for free. Be assisting him for free. One day you remove 1,000 francs and say, hey, pay your transport today. Tomorrow, pay your transport. I was just like, no, let me just even employ you. You understand? Just come and let's be working now. You start from somewhere.
Now, have you ever chased fast money? And if so, do you regret?
That's something in my life. Okay, these are some things nobody knows. It's only me that actually know, like, it's my life. When I was still selling beef in Bamenda, 2014, like Western Bank Market, people who know me in Bamenda. You understand? There's something I said and I told God, I pray to make it in life without involving myself in anything negative. If you're already chasing something fast, you're already involving yourself in something negative. Only negative things yield fast money. Like most, not all, but most things that yield fast money is negative. So if you start thinking you want fast money, that means you don't want to be credible in your life. You want to do things that you are not supposed to. You start thinking things you're not supposed to. Life is hard for everybody. Like as I'm here, my life is really hard. Your life is hard. Never think your life is harder than another person's life. We all go through a lot. We all go through a lot in life. And I cannot come here and be telling you I have problems of 5-10 million. No, it's not your business. Exactly. You also have these problems. It's not also my business. You understand? You don't need to tell me, but you are going through a lot. Yeah. You watching this video, you are going through a lot. Yes.
And people don't know about it.
No, and they don't even have to know about what you're going through. There will be no evidence that you tried if you did not make it. Exactly. We're not yet there, but at least we're not where we used to be. Exactly. I'm not yet where I'm going to, but I'm not where I used to be. Exactly.
Now, what do you think are some of the bad investments that people make? That you can, an investment that you can look at someone doing and say, bro, this is not going to end well.
Okay, what I would say is there's no bad investment. Let me tell you now what is bad. Is the energy you put in it. There's no bad investment. Let me tell you, do you know there are some bike riders who earn monthly more than doctors? It's difficult for you to accept it now. It happens. Do you know these guys working in the laverie? Most of them earn salary more than nurses.
I can agree to that because I have done it.
Exactly. It's to make you understand there's no bad investment. It's the way you handle it. I know truck pushers who have houses, who have built story buildings with truck. A day they will go back home with 25,000, 30,000 a day. You understand? It's to make that there's no bad investment. It's the way you handle the business. I know someone, let me not call names. You understand? She took a shop, I know. Then when I came there when she had already finished everything, I'm like, okay, when are you starting? How? She has already started. I say, you started? I don't even know. She was like, she'll just be selling that she's having a child and she'll be at home. She'll just impress someone. I'm like, you are not serious. How can you invest this amount of money? And I know this money is not from your pocket. Someone or your husband or your boyfriend or your family member actually removed this money and trusted you with it for you to handle this business. Now look at the type of things you are saying. Oh, I'm holding a small baby in my hand. So you knew you had a baby. Why did you invest? Now you're saying you'll be at home. Somebody will be controlling it for you. She has at most 6 months. 6 months she'll close, she'll shut down. That's where you talk of the energy. That's not a bad business. It's the energy you put behind that will determine the distance you. Bro, see what we face daily. You see, you will not believe what we face daily when it comes to this business we're doing. If you see any entrepreneur, greet that person is going through a lot. It's not easy. It's not easy what we go through daily. I mean daily.
That's mad.
So, what is your secret in going through this youthful stage without or making sure that you don't become broke or you don't stay broke if you are broke?
Okay. The biggest secret that I discovered, because your secret, you discover it with time. That secret, you need to jot down everything you need in life. You need to take a pen and a paper, actually write down where you are going to. What you want in life, the stage you want to. If you want to be even a billionaire, you need to write down everything you need in life. Then below, you understand, you now start jotting the things you need to stay away from, or the things you need to avoid, or the activities you need to cut off from in order to achieve everything you wrote above. That's the only thing that can take you where you're going to. You can't tell me, maybe I want to be someone that is not taking alcohol. I will not be taking alcohol again. I want to be someone that does not take alcohol. But every night you're in a snack bar. Even if you are drinking water every day in that snack bar, one day you will drink alcohol again. So the best is to stay away where completely from where there is alcohol. So that's just it. Jot down the things you want and jot down the things you need to stay, or the things you need to sacrifice in order to achieve those things.
All right.
So, we've heard it from Casey today, and it's just true. In your 20s, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be intentional. You just have to be able to put in the energy into what you want to achieve, and God letting you live that long, you are going to achieve it. Casey, today we hope to meet you again in another episode of the Real Life Show.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, of course. Thanks for watching.